Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Aiken and today we're continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore series where we are playing on the server Stitches. We are back with our priest, this time going to the mountains because we haven't really seen a lot of questing in Stone Talon, didn't we? So far so good. I just did a grayish quest which would be irrelevant for the playthrough because it's not that interesting, but we do have quite a few quests here with the lumberjacks and to the north, so there's plenty of content to conquer. At the moment we are level 23 after our Shadowfang Keep run, which worked very well. In the meantime I also increased the skills. Got enchanting to 120, tailoring to 110, which isn't too bad. I think good starter overall. I also upgraded first day and just in general upgraded the character. We now got, thanks to Arugal, the Seal of Sylvanas, which is fantastic. 8 stamina is great. We got the Kreskin staff and we even got shoulders, so we are quite decked for a level 23 character, I might say. Which now brings us to the next part, which is running through this here. So, first quest, I think what we're going to do is we're going to trade in our existing quests right over here, and then we're going to move out in order to conquer this area, Venture Co Loggers and the Super Reaper 6000 blueprints. That sounds like something. Oh, you know what? Well, let's go here, do that first, and then we're trading everything in at once. Alright, so we moved in. I just started clearing, really. First thing that dropped was from these operators the blueprint, so that is already done. And we're now going to go to the loggers, because those we just need to kill a few of in order to progress the quest. If my memory serves me well, we just need to kill these guys and also hand in the plans, both of which should happen there. And then there is, I think, a follow-up quest here in the cave. Not sure if I really would want to do that. Gotta see if it works out for us. Maybe we find someone who's nearby and we can do that quest together. But caves are usually a bad idea. And there is a good reason why there is kind of a massive red dot here. This here is from Alliance, because people are stupid and are moving up these wooden constructions, but this here is pretty much Horde. Lots of hordes dying there. In terms of just sustain that we are having, I think it's really good. I mean, with a crit, we're already taking about half of the health of a green mob. If not, we're just going to want them down. Shadow Pain is not even halfway down, and these guys are typically dying. Shield is still good. Then regeneration kicks in, and we are getting the entire mana pool back. I am trying to use Shadow Guard a little bit more as a prep, just so that they are getting damage reflect. Those 20 shadow damage can come in quite handy just as a prep, but more often than not, thinking about it. So yeah, that's really the main shtick here. We're just killing loggers at the moment, and with them they're done, we can hand it back in. So I'll fast forward the next 10 kills. Alright, after we are done with the first iteration of the quests, let's trade in the Super 6000, and I think there are quite a few quests that we can trade in in Sunrock, I think is the camp called, in Sunrock. So both together should give us a pretty decent boost. We're currently at sitting at 25% of the level, and we're doing very well. We are doing very well. Fortunately for us, there is one more dungeon that I would love to do, like Fathom Depth, but that is currently not being ran. Good. No follow-up quest from the 6000 blueprint, at least none that we immediately can take. I think we need to go back to Ratchet, if I'm not mistaken, for further instructions. But yeah, there are 2 quests in Ratchet, so maybe we're just going to trade in quests. Then Hearthstone, yeah, maybe just fly over, that's faster. Alright, let's do that. Alright, a man of word. I went back and forth to Ratchet, got some further instructions, and I also realized we need to trade in a quest down there. So maybe should have just flown to the Barrens and walked it in from there.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Well, we got the mechanical arm of the guy that is sitting all the way up there, and I can tell you, without levitation, which allows us to safely fall, I am definitely not going to climb up there. Not at all. In the meantime, let's trade in the Goblin Invaders, because I think there's a realistic follow-up quest here which allows us to get into that cave. After that's done, I think we have a couple of Gara seeds here and need to kill quite a few wildlives actually. Level 26 of course is pushing it. Up there lots of level 26 quests, and over here also a little bit high. We would need to get 2 levels in order to kind of get to that area. I don't think that we're easily going to get these 2 levels, which brings me to the idea of maybe doing Black Phasm Depth. And if that doesn't work, I think we might need to go to Ashara and just quest a little bit there. Alright, traded in the quests down here. Got a follow-up quest for XT4 and XT9, which are 2 massive walking robots. Shredders, to be precise. Can't really overlook these. And whenever I don't need them, they are approximately 5 feet away from the next pull that I'm trying to do, and whenever I need them, they are nowhere to be found. Strange, eh? Rare Elite spawning there. Yeah, but we haven't found it. Okay, fast forward until I find it, which turns out to be not very long, because I just ran into them. Alright, so XT4 we got. Gotta get both of them. I think the follow-up quest is then Ren's orders. Unfortunately, we always need to go back here and there. It's a really bad quest design. So 1 down. Now it's time for XT6. 9, sorry. Very good. XT9 is next. Once we get this bad boy down, we might need to think what the follow-up quests look like. To be entirely fair, I don't think that we can do many more quests here. So we killed both of these guys, fair enough. Quest trade-in is back there. And I think what we can do is we can trade it in walk our way from here to Ashen Vale and then start the Ashen Vale quests. Because honestly speaking, I do not think that we have a lot of quests left here. Although, you know, by saying that, gears we can do. Already did that. Son of Centaurian, daughter of Centaurian, and Centaurian botanist. They are all up here. The problem is that is very well hidden in a level 26 quest. So yeah, naturally we could try to get up there, but there will be plenty of orange mobs. On the other hand, whilst going up there and when trading in the other quests, we might have leveled at that point. You know what? We're staying here. I talked myself into it. We're going to trade in the quest because we need level 24 as soon as possible, and then we're going to do those quests. Alright, we made it to Ashen Vale, and with that, let's do a couple of quests. Ashen Vale's Outrunners is one of them. Just gotta work through them. So I would say Ashen Vale Outrunners into Toric's Assault, and that could give us some. Some much needed levels. I deviated from the plan by basically thinking about, okay, what's the best case scenario? The best case scenario would have been that we just barely make it to level 24, and then we'll have a hard time. And we, even if we make it, we will still need to find the second area. So might as well take a cut now. Go to Ashen Vale, do a couple of quests here, and there are plenty, as you can see. And once we're done with the quests, we should be all set for depth. We might even need a few more levels for BFD. BFD typically comes right after Shadowfang Keep, and we were on the low end for Shadowfang Keep. Arugal is 24, so currently we would be 26 actually. So currently we would still be considered moderate level or right level for Shadowfang Keep. We did it like 2.5 levels ago. So yeah, just gotta be realistic in what we can and cannot do. For Blackfathom depth, I think a little bit higher would be advisable. We have 0 quests so far, but if you look at against the runes and the amongst the runes and the essence of Akumai, then both of those are relatively high level as orange, so that tells you dungeon might still be a bit too high for you at the moment. Good. Now, focusing on the here and now, got the Outrunners, and you can see we're them really quickly. Even level mobs takes half of the hit points as damage, and then the other half we're just going to run down. I, by the way, bought a couple of healing potions because I didn't like the small ones. Now we're starting to find the bigger ones, which coincidentally I already have gotten. That's the beauty of a non-self-found character.
I can't cast that yet.
You're always ready for all of the eventualities. Okay, so last runner, then I'll fast forward the rest, and then we're going to do an assault together. Thorax assault. I checked Black Phasm depth. Akumal, the end boss, is 28, so 2 levels higher than Arugal, so
Who you be?
theoretically
Stay away from
could,
that.
do it. We theoretically could do it. So, quick trade-in. Quest worked very well. We're going to do Toric's Assault now, as promised, which is going to be a quest that immediately starts. Got ourselves up to 86%, which is great. Just need to get that little bit more juice out, and I mean, we do have plenty of quests here, right? So with 24, that would still be orange, but we would have a few quests at the coastline. Easy. Would get Ursango's Paw, which is a drop quest. Could get that, and definitely this quest area here. And then we could definitely quest all the way up here. Would be an easy win for us. Okay. Ready.
An honor.
Torek,
Zug zug.
I
Taboo.
got your back.
How, how?
Can we heal him? Yes. So that doesn't buff him. Can we heal these guys? Torek only, but that's okay.
Blood and thunder.
Okay, Torek, let's go. I gave you a buff for a good reason.
That spell isn't ready yet.
You know what?
Not ready yet.
I will just be wanding because I might need the heal.
That ability isn't
Torek
ready
will get a
yet.
renew. That means the guy who's not supposed to die will survive. Gotta work with what you got, right?
Zug zug.
Alright, for the Horde, indeed. Let's go.
I can't do that yet.
Torek is almost taking 0 damage.
What do you want? An honor. Not ready yet.
I remember that quest with my mage Psych in place, and I was continuously on edge.
How, how?
This here is much, much smoother.
I can't do that yet.
Maybe also because Torek is tanking.
That ability isn't ready yet.
These guys are working for all of them together on the Sentinel, having them warrior over here. And funnily enough, we're killing them with approximately the same speed.
Speak.
Okay, this I think where the reinforcements are coming from.
That ability isn't ready yet.
There we go.
I can't do that yet.
Reinforcements incoming.
I'll still recharge him.
Or it gets full-fledged heal. Why am You took the aggro off of me.
For the Horde! Blood and thunder!
Good. Is that quest done? Yeah, it is. Cool. Well, we're not done with Toric. Oh, well, we're done with Toric, but not with questing. We're going to go over here, and might as well take the Warsong supplies whilst we're doing that. So, off we go. Fast forward whilst we are... Good. So, these guys are luckily enough not orange to us, and all we need to do is get the lodging roll. So I'm going to be a bit of grinding. Let's see how we're doing against the higher level enemies. Yeah, the Ursus are hitting harder. We're still okay.
That ability is brilliant.
2 nukes, and the guy's again almost at 50% of his health. So, although our shield doesn't fully support an assault from this guy, we're doing reasonably well.
Not still recharging.
Good. After this one, I think I'll fast forward because all we're looking for is one drop.
I can't do that yet.
That can take some time.
That spell isn't
I tell
ready
you what,
yet.
I think this is also for the Warcraft blades. Okay, so yeah, that one I could do because I was self-found. I had to buy something. So it says Pixelet discarded is our shipment of saw blades. A trip to Booty Bay to pick up the crates of axes. Okay, so one is Stone Tail, one is Booty Bay. Our shipment of oil and rope will be more difficult. The rope was pilfered by the Foulbear Fulworks. Okay, got you. Working on that.
Isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
And the satyrs have intercepted the delivery, and that's why it is difficult, because down here that's where we get the oil. Yeah, we potentially will need 2 levels in order to do that, but we have enough backspace this time, so I'm really not too concerned.
Not still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good. Like I said, fast forward for you guys. I'll take out the rope. Okay, after a while, we not only fought through the full Borgs, but we got the rope that we were looking for. And now it is time to be careful, because this here is an Alliance location, and we don't want to deal with school level Alliance characters. But what we want to do is kill the foul water elementals. 12 of them to be precise.
Ability isn't
And
ready yet.
afterwards, essentially move on and kind of sneak our way first. That's the core idea. For my first mage, at least here were horrible. For my paladin, these things were somewhat doable, but a long time to get them down. For my warlock, it was a walk in the park because we had water.
I can't do that yet.
Actually had no problems with them whatsoever. Didn't need to fight them underwater, but we still did.
I can't do that.
These were very, very quick kills.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Let's see how the priest is doing. These guys are also in the quest for item, which potentially is the best item that you the best single quest reward during the actual quest. So good. One use, but still incredibly potent. Now we're in range, we are good to go.
That spell isn't ready yet.
That's the cool part about ranged classes. You don't need to worry about the enemy down in the water. They'll just come to you. Start using the Shadow Guard ratio more and more. It's not bad. It's not bad. Basically a precast damage because the damage shield will tick with the first 3 attacks, and that's 60 points of damage, and which is maybe a bit extensive, but since it is precast, you don't need anything in order to deliver this damage. Enemies will attack you anyways. That's not too bad. Okay. We've killed about half of them. I would say the priest is not having any major issues with it either. So, test successful, I would say. Fast forward the rest for you guys. We are done with the water elementals. Time to pick up the first drop quest. Sandals, which is hostile to Horde, but not so much to Alliance. And Alliance character can't attack this guy. But yeah, that would be a nice little drop quest here. There's the paw, and the paw begins a quest. Just to find out that our quest log is absolutely full. So, whilst we're trying to maneuver our way through here without pulling too much aggro, what is the most
I can't do that yet.
That's okay. Let's just get an extra quest. We should be okay. So, to the north, There's the Alliance outpost. Not a huge surprise that we're going to find Alliance characters. And all we need to do is just... this is, by the way, the tunnel for them to Stone Talon Mountains. And apparently these two guys here are on Warpath because they are very much killing everything. The idea with this character, by the way, would be once I get Black Fathom Depth, I would potentially put a couple of levels in where I'm just grinding the spiders in wetlands. Maybe I could do it right now already, but the better the wand, the more damage we could do. And the Black Fathom Depth wand is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's the best wand under level 45, maybe 50 even. That's how strong it is. It's a phenomenal wand. So yeah, naturally I feel and then it's poison sec farming. I need that for potions, and if I can get poison sec effects and at the same time level, why wouldn't I do it? Alright, so we've almost passed the outpost. Fast forward for you guys until we are finally at our outpost. Good, we moved all the way through here. We've got a couple of spiders on the way, and these are the venom secs that I'm talking about. And you can see auction price 2 gold a piece, because not many people are farming it. Matter of fact, no one wants to farm it, but they are absolutely needed for AQ 40 and also for Naxxrama's spider wing. And since that is what my guild wants to do next, I need a lot of them. And I'm broke already in game, and this will not make the situation any better. Matter of fact, it will potentially make it even worse. So that will be very helpful to get a bit of a relief. So that's why once we're done with Black Fathom Depth, we are farming spiders. Plenty there.
Blood and thunder. Dabu. Troll. May your blades never dull. Makra.
Well, Warshar the Lasher. Let's just double check that I am not running into a red quest. Ashen Vale. No, we're good. Okay.
Strength and honor.
Just double checking.
Speak.
Can't really affect this guy. And I remember we're going onto an island, and yeah, Warshar is a bit of a problem. He's a handful.
That's still recharging.
So yeah, let's do that quest fast, and then we're trading in. There are plenty of follow-up quests, 3 for Black Fathom Depth.
I can't cast that yet.
So I think that's the natural next step, doing the dungeon and then doing the wetlands. I've double checked the spiders. The highest spider is 24, which is kind of a rare spawn. I've only seen that once. Speaking of which, we've got a rare spawn right
That's
here.
still recharging.
Lady Vespia. So I only saw the rare spawn once, and the normal spiders are level 21 to 22. So level 24 would be really, really a perfect spot for us. just double checking everything else that we have before he starts the quest. Let's also eat some stead food, just for the extra hit points. Because I remember that it's a Hydra, and that Hydra is hitting super hard. Pre-shielding. I don't think that mana is going to be an issue, it's rather health.
I'm out of range.
Maybe it was different waves. Yeah, it was multiple waves. Let's just make sure that it's being taken care of properly.
That's the charge in. I can't do that
This
yet.
Muglosh unfortunately can also die, and that would be really unfortunate. Drinking up.
That's the I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Let's get that seepage.
That's the charge in. I can't cast that
Yeah,
yet.
our AoE fear is perfect on this island. Just what the doctor has ordered. I know that with the mage I also had problems because triple pegs. Yeah, it hits hard, definitely. Cool. Problem solved. And those were some nasty nagas. Okay, I'm wondering. I think we need to trade in the quests here. Also got 3 quests that we need to trade in there. I think I'll just do that for now. Get the Black Fathom Depths quests, and we call it an episode here. We've done a good chunk of leveling. The next time it's either more Ashenvale or we're going to go into Black Fathom Depths. That's totally, yeah, that totally depends on whether or not I can find a group. So, thank you so much for watching. As always, appreciate that. And don't forget to tune in into the next quest,
What do you
which
need?
is next time.
Go forth
Have a
to
good one
victory.
and have a great day. Bye bye.